once again as the proposer. So yeah, I'm here proposing for Isaac to be a Blockhead. And yeah, 7 years on, and it goes without saying that Isaac is extremely blessed and honored to have me lah. So the both of us are now 22, and I met him when I was 15. I mean, I sort of knew him when he existed in Sec 2 lah, but all he was to me was really this weird Indian guy playing virus downstairs. So from classmates in secondary school to schoolmates in JC, and now blockmates in USO, you will not believe the changes I have seen in this guy. From a nerd in the PTIC in SEC to an extraordinarily handsome MP officer, and now USO's PB captain and hopeful A Blockhead. I have seen the best and worst of him, and it is with great confidence that I stand here being a proposer. Looking back, I have not actually explicitly worked with him before, but it is precisely because of this, he gives me a completely unjaded view of everything he has done. I'm not here to share with you how great of a leader he is, because on top of that, a Blockhead has to be approachable and understanding. The Blockhead, above and beyond being our representative, has to be a friend to everyone, the one caring for all of us all, and the one making our time in awe an enjoyable one. There are many memorable moments that have concretized our relationship in this span of 7 years, and it was definitely not easy finding an act or an event that epitomizes how much he means to me. So as I see through the various pictures and memories that we had, not only did I see his transformation, more importantly, I think I saw mine. This almost certainly no one will have seen or experienced, and it is also one of the reasons I'm extremely grateful for him. Throughout my fattest, most fragile and dejected moments, he was always there, he always had my back. Oprah Winfrey said that lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but you have to find the one that will take the bus with you when the limo is down. Isaac is that someone.
Thank you, Jing Hao. Now without further ado, let us have Isaac, A Block Blockhead candidate. Isaac, please.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Isaac and I'm running for A Blockhead. My speech is quite short, so just spare me. Okay, anyways, I think I'm quite an unexpected choice to run for Blockhead. Many of you may not know me, so basically I'm from Chem Eng Year 1 and I play Frisbee. Last year I also joined volleyball. Yeah, just joined today. Okay, then so for this year's group meeting, right, I was the last bit. So I was like, yeah, maybe next year I should try to do more for you so far. Yeah, because I got my points from external CCA. Okay, so I started to run for Blockhead because I see what Suwa did for A Block, and I thought it's quite a fun role, like to get to know everyone in the block, and then get to bond the people that's in the block. After all this time in NUS, which is like quite short, but all the friends that I made that mattered to me are all from A Block. I don't really have any friends in Chem Eng, and then friends from sports is like, you know them when you're playing IG. The ones that stay with you are the ones that are in your block. So I want to create like something for the next batch so that they can also find friends in A Block. Okay, and lastly, even within A Block and within USO, I think I don't really know many people, so I think this is a good chance for me to get to know more people. Yeah, so I can't tend to keep to my own friends like Jing Hao, so I spend so much time with them. Okay, and lastly, just know that even though I'm quite a relaxed person, I'll just try my best to do what I can for A Block, and just hope you all can just trust me with that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Isaac. Okay, now we'll be moving on to B Block. Can I invite Tomo, the proposer of Sherman, up to say that? Tomo, please.
Hello everybody. I'm here today to speak on behalf of Sherman running for Blockhead for B Block. So I first met Sherman during EHOP where I was his OGL, and I had a really good first impression of Sherman because he was the exact kind of freshie that an OGL would want in his group. So in a camp, amidst all the first awkward impressions and interactions that everyone had, and the hesitations to go out of each other's comfort zones, they're like Sherman, a guy who was willing to throw all his shame away for his group and for his block. Whenever there was any cheers or any competition where we needed a volunteer, all the OGLs could count on Sherman if nobody wanted to volunteer. This is because Sherman was well recognized during the camp. Campers or OGLs from other blocks who don't know Sherman may think that he's just this atypical sell-on freshie that wanted to impress everybody. However, every single one of us in B Block knows that Sherman didn't do it for himself, and we can all vouch for his actions, and it was drawn from genuine kindness and loyalty to his block, a place he knew he was eventually going to call his home. Eventually, he won the Best Freshie Award, which all of us in B Block believe was well deserved. So all that I've mentioned so far will go toward my impression of Sherman as a person. But the real question is Sherman capable of being a leader in the position of a blockhead? Amidst all these elections, everybody is trying to promote the person who looks best on paper to determine the best candidate to represent the bloc. I have to be honest here. Sherman pales on paper. He hasn't taken up many leadership roles in the past. Accordingly, he might not be as efficient as many of the candidates here today. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, what do we really want of a blockhead? We want someone who listens, we want someone who empathizes, someone who actually cares. And I can guarantee that Sherman ticks all these boxes. So I would now like to draw an analogy from a quote I saw on social media. So I'm not sure if many of you have seen this, but it's about this guy who lost his girl to another guy. So he says, I gave you $10 and he gave you $20. You felt he was better because he gave you more, but he had $200 and all I had was $10. So what I want to say from this quote, right, is that in life, everything is relative. If we compare Sherman with others all the time, it's going to be very hard for him to stand out. But take the effort to know him, like we know him in B-Block, and you'll know that in everything that he does, he's nothing short of everything he has to give. Okay, so right now, many of y'all might be worried, is Sherman's best even enough? So, rest assured, I can explain how this is not an issue. Competency and efficiency is important qualities that I agree a blockhead must have. And I agree, we can't let a blockhead become the blockhead, no matter how kind or compassionate or hardworking he is. But what many of us forget in such elections is that he won't be leading alone. With the quality of extraordinary personnel in D Block, I truly believe that the block committee will be able to support and help Sherman in his journey as the blockhead, and thus there will not be an issue within the leadership of D Block. So let us make this choice to recognize effort instead of putting a premium on experience, because I believe that Sherman will step up and do what it takes to become a splendid blockhead that we can count on. In summary, anyone that knows me knows that I will only vouch for what I believe in. So I believe in Sherman because he is willing to sacrifice his own interests and his own pride for the people around, for the people that he loves. He is genuine and his actions always come from a place of love. Sherman is a good person, and to many, Sherman might look like this joke that has incredibly squarish features. I know that many people even call him Squareman. But to us at B Block, this joke with sharp and edgy facial features has an amazingly rounded heart. So vote for Sherman for Blockhead. He was born with it. Sorry,
Thank you, Nomo. Okay, so now we invite Sherman, your B-Block blockhead candidate. Squareman, please.
Hi, so everyone, my name is Sherman. If you all didn't know me, I'm a year one. I'm a year one freshie, history major, FDSS. So I'm just gonna cut this short and say why am I running for Blockhead for this year? It's not just because of the Blockhead. Alright, so firstly, okay, so the motivations for running for Blockhead, I found it. So firstly, I had a really enjoyable time in eHop. Oh shit. Sorry. I had a really enjoyable time with my own with eHop as well as my own block mates doing my own freshie year. This is because of my encouraging seniors such as Tomo, Shao, not forgetting Shao, Debs, Bala, all of them are here. Naomi is here also. Hi Naomi. So like, they are all very encouraging seniors that like inculcated me into B-Block very well, which made the environment very enjoyable for me. So like in this aspect, I was very motivated by them because I want to bring this similar experience to my own freshies next year. I want to give them a sense of familiarity within Yusof, B-Block, so that whenever they come back, they'll feel like it's home. It's why I come back every weekend. I mean every week. So moving on. So moving on, another reason why I'm running for Blockhead is because I want to bring about greater changes in B-Block. This is not to say that the things that Shao did for B-Block has not been enough. It has been more than enough. But I feel like there are stuff that we can improve on that can help to bring greater cohesiveness into B-Block. This includes activities and bonding sessions that can encourage greater interactions within our own residents, which forges meaningful relationships that will last, I hope, even after graduations and for a lifetime. Thirdly, personally, as as myself. Personally, I really like to interact with a lot of people, and I believe that the position of people will allow me to interact with most of the people in my own block, allow me to understand better, which I can understand their problems and try to help them out with. In addition, I'm a very pacifist person who likes to talk to people. So like, I really like to talk to them and find out the problem and then try to include them into B block in itself and make B block a better place for them. So yeah, that's why I'm running for B block. That's all I want to say.
Woo, Sherman!
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sherman. Okay, so next up, we will have Aaron, proposer for C block Blockhead, Wei Lian. Aaron, please.
Hi, I'm Aaron, proposing Wei Lian as the C block head for the upcoming academic year. Yeah, I have known Wei Lian since year 1 when we were roomies on C4 and we roomed together for 2 years before I left for SCP the previous semester. Okay, so for those of you who know Wei Lian, he plays truck, he used to play basketball. His Instagram is Obi Wei Lian, and he tends to share Insta stories about ISD acronyms. Yeah, and he makes like grammatical errors and like mispronounces words at times. But for those of you who don't know him or would like to know him better, I'd like to share with you all my opinion of Wei Lian and why I'm proposing him to be the C block head. While I cannot claim to know Wei Lian as well as many of his close friends do, having only known him for 3 years, I believe that I can be a good judge of his character and how much he values the relationships he has built in hall. I've witnessed how he has demonstrated not just sense of solidarity, but camaraderie as well with his batchmates and blockmates and teammates. And I've seen how he's willing to do more for the block, not just as a C3 level head as he always joke, but as part of the senior block com this year. Yeah. And throughout the span of our friendship over this course of 3 years, I've come to appreciate that in spite of his personal flaws, mostly related to his weak pickup lines and poor grammar, really is someone who genuinely cares for user Paul and people who make up this community. Just before the start of last semester, when most of the year 3s left for exchange, I saw how he made the effort to send off almost all of us from hall. While this seemingly trivial and exchange of goodbyes may not seem like much, they actually reveals a deep sense of attachment and the importance that really accords to these friendships. And when we train together, eat together, win or lose together, and essentially live with one another, essentially learn to not merely accept each other as part of a larger hall, but to appreciate and be thankful for each other's presence. So returning to a larger point I was making, really as someone who cares for hall, not just in his capacity as part of SMC logs, or the one who buys the birthday cake for our celebrations, or the one who always organizes our C4 steamboat dinners. Rather, he has shown that he often goes out of his way, literally, to and fro across Singapore multiple times, and figuratively in the sense that he'll put in an effort for block bonding activities. I recall a reply I gave to Willie last year on Twitter, when he tweeted, "Never good enough for anything, for anyone." I replied then that sometimes the reason things are not happening to you is because you had a good thing that needs to happen to other people. I don't think he was convinced then, but now I hope that those of you listening to me will give him this chance to be that good thing to happen to C block and so forth. Thank you.
Now, without further ado, let us invite the man, the legend, Go Wei Lian. Wei Lian, please.
Thank you, Aaron. Thanks for saying everything out. Alright, guys, I'm Wei Lian, so I'm running for next year's C block for here. And all you know that my English is not very good, so I must speak slowly and clearly now. Okay, so all you might be wondering why I'm running for C block this year. Right, so I blame it on Tams. Is Tams here? Not here. Okay, so during tea that day, he said that C block, Yusof is not a retirement hall. So during the speech, made all my friends run for JCRC, which is the 3 of them right in front here. Yeah, so after they run for JCRC, they come to me and say, "Hey, we did come for head up together." Come on guys, year 4 already, I know they park. They say, "No, you must run together." Okay, so after that, everyone came to talk to me, and again, hey, we did for head up. Then I was like wondering, should I really run on? Then after a while, I think of a few nights, while drunk. Yeah, so I think, okay, maybe it's time to like contribute back to hall. Okay, so I think that Blockhead is a very good way for me to contribute back to hall because honestly, okay, sometimes you think that people will say you must contribute to hall because you have belonging to hall. Okay, it may not apply to everybody. To me, okay, maybe Yusof is my home. I don't deny that. But to me, C block is my real home. Why? Because Yusof is a hall, but C block is where I make all my friends, all my memories. Maybe Steamboat is C4, drinking at Blue Widows, HTHD maybe in C3, Emily's room something. Yeah, so yeah, C block means a lot to me lah. So I mean like, okay, it's the start and end of my Yusof journey. Because year 1 came into C4, and next year I'll be leading Yusof, from C4 also. And I would say it's a hard mental journey because like after all, like everyone come and go. Like what I said last year, everyone out for SAP, then I left alone here. Yeah, so yeah, so I would say that C-Block is really something I want to give back to, and I think this is my chance to give back to C-Block by being a Blockhead. So next, I want to say why am I suitable for a Blockhead? Yeah, so for those who knows me, maybe SMC Docs, Lloyd, they all. Okay. You all know that I'm a very initiative guy. So I'm the guy who normally I'm a guy with brief initiative. Yeah, so I'm the kind of guy that thinks that, hey guys, this Saturday, nothing to do, right? Let's go drink. Yeah, so I don't like to have a weekend that's doing nothing. So I'm like, hey man, let's go play Blue Widows kind of thing. Yeah, so with this kind of initiative and this kind of initiative, I think I can do well as a Blockhead because I will see, hey, this week, no events, let's plan something out. Like maybe something about supper or just a small, maybe like last year what I did, buy some fruits and make some fruit juice kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, I mean, just this kind of small events that I think that make up a block culture. Yeah, so next, why am I super? Because I'm year 4. Wait. Okay. Why year 4? Because I look at all these people, they are all year 2s. If I say something like, they haven't seen the world yet. For me, I've seen 3 times 5, 15 Blockheads. Yeah, so I know all the things that I do, all the things that have kind of the good